Welcome to The Bleep, Hanazuki edition.
What the is with that flying sleepy baby thing? What the is a Hemka? Why the is that unicorn so sleepy? Why the is that other unicorn so evil? Why the does that kid have Blade Runner makeup on? And why the is it so fun to combine Hanazuki with the Lonely Island?
I threw it on the ground.
The answer to all of those questions is, I don't know, that's just how Hanazuki rolls. If you didn't know, Hanazuki is a web series by Hasbro. Apparently the idea's been around for a while. You can see the original concept trailer on the Equestria Girls DVD. The story follows Hanazuki, who's some kind of weird plant child.
I'm an adult.
Called a moonflower. She lives on a moon.
A very surreal moon.
In a galaxy.
A very surreal galaxy.
And protects said moon from a blob of space evil.
A very nebulous blob of space evil.
Let's start by looking at the characters. As the main character, Hanazuki does a pretty decent job. She's friendly and likable, which makes her easy to root for. And because she's newly born, grown, whatever, she needs all the bizarre stuff around her explained. She's maybe got a bit of the Mary Sue going on, as she's the only moonflower that's anywhere near good at growing treasure trees. More on those in a minute. The next most important character is Kiyozuki, who's an awful moonflower who got her moon killed by evil concentrate. And she can only grow black, emo treasure trees. Then there's Kiyoshi. Not that one. This Kiyoshi is a total drip, who got himself fired from his moon protector job by a bunch of stuffed unicorns.
Loser.
The final character that has, development and an arc and stuff that they love so much in Story 101 class is Sleepy Unicorn. He
sleeps to avoid the pain of his failures.
There's also a ton of eccentric side characters, like the color-coded, deliberately one-note Hemkas, the
treasure from a sunken pirate wreck.
Dazzlescence, the How Has No One Gone Colonel Sanders on You Yet chicken plant, and Doughy Bunnington.
You can't buy me, hot dog man.
All of them serve as some sort of catalyst for the real characters to work with. Even though most of these weirdos are just there to give the important people something to do, I still like that they stick around and have multiple appearances from episode to episode. This gives the show a feel like The Simpsons, Steven Universe, or Gravity Falls. Now let's look at the story. It all starts with this oddball, Little Dreamer. He creates the moonflowers to protect their moons from the giant evil fart cloud called the Big Bad.
He's basically the Traveler from Destiny, with a diaper.
The moonflowers do this by growing these things called treasure trees. In order to do this, the flower is given some random piece of junk, treasure, by Little Dreamer, that they then activate by having a color-coded emotional experience. And let me say, emotion-based powers. Freaking brilliant. So original. Steven, can you believe this stuff? Starlight, this kid activates her powers with feels. Starfire, is that not just out there? Gah, so creative. But seriously, the healthy and balanced emotional life serving as a barrier to spiritual and intellectual deadness and depression as symbolized by the Big Bad is a good enough thing to build a story around. When Hanazuki's at its best, it's dealing with these things in a gentle, sensitive way. But they can also be fairly heavy-handed, especially with Kiyoshi and Kiyozuki. They kinda beat you over the head with it. Also, I'm calling foul on feisty. We all know what that feeling is, 'cause we've played Feisty Birds, and seen Inside Out, with joy, sadness, disgust, fear, and feistiness. Finally, I want to look at the art. If you couldn't tell just by looking, the original concept for Hanazuki came from a part of the world with a strong tradition of art and animation, namely Norway and Denmark.
The whole thing has an IKEA look now you mention it.
Hanazuki has a very surreal look and feel to it, not unlike Adventure Time. But whereas the wonderful world of Finn and Jake shakes up the warmth and whimsy with frequent trips off existential horror cliff, Hanazuki's pretty much sweetly eccentric the whole way through. The animation is fun and bouncy, and the whole thing has a very Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory vibe. Fun little surprises everywhere, but nothing dangerous. Okay, now it's time to break down the good and the bad in Hanazuki, Full of Treasures. On the good side, the characters are fun and likable. The art is cute and bizarre at the same time, and the deeper themes are occasionally touching. On the other hand, Hanazuki isn't what I would call stunningly original. The main character is maybe a little bit too good at her job, and the aesthetics of the show could turn you off if they're not your thing. So basically, Hanazuki is a Rainbow Bright style magical adventure, and if that sounds like your thing, check it out right here on YouTube. I give Hanazuki Full of Treasures a 3.5 out of 5. Now if you're interested in more reviews of anime, movies, TV shows, comic books, or video games, check out my channel right here on YouTube. And check out my DeviantArt and Facebook pages for video updates and more. Thank you for watching.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.